what were the exercises you were teaching the youngsters to do the push and pull to keep that even for the tone?
Mm-hmm. Yes, like that they need to be looking out for the tugging of the string. So if you zoom in, you're gonna see that the string gets tugged off to this side before the bow starts.
So what do they need to do? The springs in their fingers to avoid that real different sound between
the
up and down bow.
yeah, like there has to be once you a lot of kids they try really hard to create this really fluid motion, the things, and it looks cool, but it's not really helpful at all times because you're always going to have this sneaking into a note. It's too gentle, and for an instrument like the bass, you already have this with the string. You want the evenness of the stroke. You want to avoid this. That you will want to have. That you need to be able to create that when you're playing. It's called mezza di voce in Baroque music, like this belly line.
But that's an effect. That's not
an effect.
an everyday thing.
Yeah, you want to have like a sound as a block that creates. And then how I'm gonna guarantee that this. And then really shifting your weight a little bit. For students standing, it's even more noticeable to shift their weight. And then not to convince the string, but to have a clear.
Yeah, you're using some kind of metaphor, the difference between condensing the string and what?
And starting it up, like activating the string right away. You know, you go like please sound at your optimum, and not optimal anymore, but optimum right away. It's like flipping the switch.
Yeah.
The light doesn't go, you know, it just goes on unless you.
So I would think about that for my vocal training as placement of the note.
Placement.
And that when I'm practicing singing, I want every note to have point, is what we would call in singing, is point. I'm not a vocal teacher at all. I took voice lessons when I was 28 to about 38. And a lot about, from the very first note, having that point or that focus as opposed to sliding into it or having a little bit of a phlegm in my throat and go, oh. So you want that or another professor of mine said, you want to love every note. Mm-hmm. You're not just playing through the notes, but every note has a placement that you want.
Like immediately. And
then. So do you use both types of bows?
Yeah, I do. I have students play different.
And do you switch out a bit depending on which piece you're playing?
No. I play primarily German. I teach both.
Okay.
But that's another aspect that it's logistical actually. It has to do with the quality of the hair on the bows. I know that schools usually they buy what they can afford. Mm-hmm. They buy usually fiberglass bows. Sometimes a little bit more money they have like carbon fiber bows, which are perfectly fine and durable. But what happens is that the hair that the bows come with, it's of extremely low quality. They are synthetic. They're pretty much nylon strings. So when you say something like this to a student, when you have such low quality hair on the bow, it's gonna be really hard.
Well, that's a good question. Let me restart.